One of the most common questions that I'm asked about creating your own reality is in relation to beliefs and money. What a lot of people have realised is that they've got subconscious beliefs that are holding them back from achieving the success that they desire. Now, once you realise they're there, you've got to try and find them and do something about them. You've got to challenge these beliefs and get rid of them, turn them around so you can move towards prosperity. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can uncover these beliefs. The most common way, which a lot of people use and you've probably already heard of, is to complete the phrases money is or rich people are, and then just fill in the blanks. Now you want to do this exercise fast, so give yourself just a couple of minutes, grab a sheet of paper and write money is, and then a line, and put in as many things as you can within 20 or 30 seconds that will complete that phrase. Then do exactly the same thing with rich people are or wealthy people are. Once you've got this list, have a look through it and pick out the negative ones, because all these negative points are going to be highlighting deeply held beliefs within you about what having money will do to you. So if you're saying rich people are selfish, and you obviously don't want to be selfish, then you're going to avoid getting rich because you don't want to become a selfish person. You might say rich people are vulnerable, thinking that other people might want to steal their wealth, and that feels threatening to you, so you might avoid wealth so that you avoid the risk of other people trying to take your wealth away from you. You might say that money is evil. Obviously we don't want to be evil, so we're going to avoid money so that we don't become evil people. Now what this list does to you is highlights the negative things about money that you don't want in your life, but there may still be some things hiding at a deeply subconscious level that we've not uncovered. So in order to be able to uncover those, we're going to flip the whole exercise around, and we're going to say poverty is, and then fill in the blank, and we're also going to say poor people are or poor people have, and we'll fill in the blank there as well. Now this time when you do your list, try and think of all the positive things that you can to complete those phrases. I'll give you an example. Poor people have more fun. Poor people are more honest. These are very, very common examples. Poor people are more spiritual. You'll see these kind of examples everywhere. In particular, you'll see them in films. One film that really stands out to me is Titanic. If you watch Titanic, we've got a rich guy and a poor guy. And we've got a leading lady. The leading lady ends up with the poor guy. The poor guy is down below decks having a lot of fun with his friends, dancing on the tables, getting drunk. The rich guy seems to have a really rough deal in the movie. He seems quite muddy and he's dishonest. The poor guy's the good guy. You know, we see this over and over again in movies. This is not real life, but it affects you at a deeply subconscious level. So once you've got your list and you've got all your positives, think about what these mean. If you said poor people have more fun, this automatically presumes that rich people have less fun. So what do you want in your life, more or less fun? Obviously we all want more fun. So what do you do subconsciously? You sabotage your own success at creating more wealth, because more wealth equals less fun. So let's take another one of these beliefs. Poor people are more honest. Everyone likes to be honest, or to be at least perceived as being honest. So what does this do? In order to maintain our integrity, we stay in poverty because we think that wealth is going to corrupt us in some way. Now these perceptions, these ideas are keeping you trapped in poverty, because if you try and move towards wealth while you've got these deep-seated beliefs within you, then you will sabotage your own success, because not conflicting with your inner beliefs is much more important to your subconscious mind than having money. And your subconscious mind is much, much more powerful than your conscious mind or your desires. So in order to correct this, there's a couple of things we can do. First of all, look to other people who completely go against these sayings. People that are rich and generous, and there are many, many, many people that you can use for examples. People who are rich and spiritual. People who are rich and honest. Now these people do exist. Hunt them out, read their biographies. Richard Branson's biography is a perfect example. Rich people that help other people. Anthony Robbins, another fantastic example. Of Deepak Chopra. Joe Vitale. All these people are incredibly spiritual beings that are incredibly wealthy, and they do a tremendous amount for other people. They're very, very generous, very honest, and they operate from a tremendous place of integrity. So these are people that you want to be modelling and aspiring to be like. And then if we look at the flip side, and we start to look at people that have negative qualities, that are poor, we can look at drug addicts that might steal to support a habit. These are incredibly poor, desperate people. Now there's no integrity there, there's no honesty. That is connected to poverty. We also might look at a poor person that wouldn't give money to charity because they feel like they can't afford it. So they're going to be selfish of their own money, thinking that there's only a limited supply, I've got to hold on to what I've got, and I'm not letting you have any, because if I give it you, I'll have less. A rich person never thinks like that. A rich person knows that if you give money to another person, then you open yourself to receive more money, because the more you give, the more you get. When you give to somebody else, it's as though a siphon is drawing money into you. Someone once said, I think it was Bob Proctor, once said that the hole that you give through is in direct proportion as the hole that you can receive through. So the more you give, the more you get. So bear these things in mind and look for examples of rich people that have the positive qualities that you want. If you want a greater integrity, you want to be more honest, if you want to be a more powerful person, whatever you desire, look for rich people that have got those qualities and aspire to be like them. All the qualities that you don't want, if you don't want to feel vulnerable, if you don't want to be dishonest, if you don't want to be ill, for instance, if you don't want to be a drug addict, then look to people that are in poverty that have got these problems, and then begin to associate these situations in your mind so that you begin to move towards what you desire, and what you desire is in alignment with wealth and abundance. Because at the moment, you're moving towards what you desire, but you've associated it through whatever means, through either media coverage or conditioning, through your schooling or your parents or whatever. Wherever it's come from, it doesn't matter, because the past doesn't have to equal the future. In this moment of now, you can make decisions that can change your entire future in an instant. So right now, make the conscious decision that whatever it is you desire in the future is in alignment with prosperity, abundance and wealth. So you can be wealthy, you can be spiritual, you can be honest, and you can operate with integrity. Ooh, I'm being pestered by this little boy. And you can do all these things while being wealthy and have the things that you want in your life. So, as I didn't want to re-record this video because we were quite close to the end. This is Colin. You really can have the money that you want, but you need at a subconscious level to associate what you want in your life with the qualities that you held in high esteem at a subconscious level. So that's all there is to it. And once you can create those associations, then subconsciously you'll start moving towards wealth, because wealth will be associated with your deepest desires and your highest goals. So take care. Bye-bye.